Geothermal energy is a clean, renewable source of energy that has the potential to provide the entire planet with all of its current and future energy needs 100 times over. Geothermal energy is also the most cost-efficient renewable energy source. The U.S. Geological Survey has calculated that the heat energy in the upper 10 kilometers of the Earth's crust in the U.S. is equal to over 600,000 times the country's annual non-transportation energy consumption. Just 1/100th of 1% of the total is equal to half the country's non-transportation energy needs for more than a century, and a fraction of the pollution of fossil fuels. I am an electrical engineering technology junior at Wayne State University, and today I will be discussing why geothermal energy should be our country's primary source of energy. First, I will discuss what geothermal energy is. Second, I will discuss why geothermal energy is the superior renewable energy source. Lastly, I will discuss the environmental and economic advantages of geothermal energy. First, you may be asking yourself, what is geothermal energy? Geothermal energy, simply put, is the heat below the Earth's surface. This heat comes in the primary form of water below the Earth's surface. Just a few hundred feet below the surface, the temperatures are relatively constant, with a few regions on the Earth having much greater temperatures. These regions are along the fault lines of the tectonic plates and in volcanic regions. This figure shows the four most common ways geothermal energy can be harvested. The first and most common way is dry steam heat. The second is flash steam power. Third is binary steam power. And the last is double flash steam power. Primarily, geothermal energy is brought to the surface in the form of steam. This steam can turn a turbine, which will turn a generator that can generate electricity. In areas of much lower ambient surface temperatures, the geothermal energy is not efficient enough to create electricity. In these areas, a heat exchanger is used, and geothermal energy can be used to heat a area like an individual residence or an apartment complex. This is the most common way geothermal energy is used around the planet. Now, geothermal energy is the most superior source of renewable energy. This is because other renewable energies are just not as efficient. Solar panels today only extract about 20% of the sunlight that hit them into electricity. And wind turbines also only grab a very small amount of the wind power. They also require extensive upkeep. Geothermal energy systems require a large investment and a complete overhaul of traditional natural gas HVAC systems. But the long-term gains easily outweigh the costs. Geothermal energy also has a very low impact on the environment. While there is some pollution created in the process of drilling, because geothermal energy is extracted in a way similar to fracking. Other renewable energies like solar panels have a much larger carbon footprint. Many people do not realize that the manufacturing of solar panels requires a large input from the fossil fuel sector. Geothermal energy has many economic advantages as well. If our country made the switch to primarily use of geothermal energy, we would eliminate our dependence on foreign oil completely. With more and more countries developing across the world, the tax on fossil fuel reservoirs is only increasing, and it is only a matter of time before these sources are completely depleted. Geothermal energy, on the other hand, is a near indefinite source of energy. While it is true that heat sources below the surface will cool after a period of about 20 to 30 years, they can be renewed in also about the same amount of time. So while we tap out one source, we can start on a new one, and the old source will renew itself. Today I discussed what geothermal energy is. Second, why geothermal energy is the superior renewable energy source. And lastly, why the environmental and economic advantages of geothermal energy. Geothermal energy has the potential to save the world, provide a clean, everlasting source of energy, and free America and other countries from foreign oil dependence.